halfway through the challenge with Kiara LaShae, you guys. I have definitely seen some results from working out with her Dance Tabata Season 2 workout. So y'all can get booty bands, water bottles, weight snatchers, yogi fits, anything that you need to work out and get your workout journey popping with Kiara LaShae. And also, don't forget to check out ISOT because it definitely helps getting rid of bloats. So go ahead and get down below in my description box and check it out, y'all. Get this workout journey popping.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another Marriage Bootcamp Hip Hop edition, y'all. But before we get into that, I want to discuss Medina, okay? If y'all have been paying attention to the blogs, to the internet's child, to YouTube, period, you would have heard about how Medina is on Marriage Bootcamp lying and perpetrating, okay? And listen, I told y'all that any man with a texturizer like that is not to be trusted. It is not 88, it's not 89, it's 2020, and his hair is texturized and dripping, okay? Follow the drip, follow the drip, follow the drip, okay? Like, I'm just saying. Like, I know I'm not the only one that noticed this, okay? So the story is, last episode, not this episode, but last episode, Medina talked about his mother selling his baby brother for drugs and that she had mental issues. And they were from pillar to post and living out of hotel and motels because of her mental illness and her drug abuse, okay? Now, the mom could have possibly did that, but he was not around for that. He is the middle brother. He is not the oldest. And his oldest brother told Scotty, my homeboy, okay, on a live interview that none of that was really true. His father is a NBA basketball player, okay? They had money. They grew up with an abusive father, and he should have told the truth about who his father was. They say that Medina lies about his name. That's not his real name. He lies about his age. What else? Lies about where he's from. He is always lying. He's never owned a home. He's never been the rapper or the ghostwriter that people claim that he is. Okay, so basically he's been perpetrating a lifestyle this entire time and had people in his family, you know, taking up for him and taking care of him, including at some points his brother, who he has made it seem like he is the one that takes after. Like he takes after his little brother. But no, it's his older brother, and his older brother has been there for him, you know, numerous times when it sounds like he's come to stay with him at their house and all kind of stuff. Their parents, they have separate dads, I believe, okay? Medina has been lying. Him and Phaedra are not really together. When the brother first found out that Medina was going to be on the show, he tried to contact Phaedra's people. Phaedra's people were saying that he should have called WeTV or the producers or whatever. And they were like, no, we're trying to talk, you know, specifically to her, thinking that the relationship was real. But I think we all know that the relationship is not real at this point. Then Claudia Jordan comes into the mix, okay? Claudia says that she was in a relationship with Medina and he abused her. Actually, at one point when she questioned him about his age, like his brother said, something he lies about, she questioned him about it. And his response was to pick her up and body slam her on the toilet. Everybody wanted to act like she was lying. Y'all don't like her because she read Nene for Filth and talk about how ate up the back of her hair was. Whatever y'all reason is for not liking Claudia Jordan, I don't like the fact that so many of y'all are willing to call her a liar. That's what I don't appreciate, because I feel like as Black women, it's unfortunate that so many of us have been indoctrinated into this misogyny and we perpetrate it, hold other women accountable for this ridiculous standard. You know, I just don't like her for whatever reason, you know, so I don't believe her when she says something happened to her. That is not what's up, because you can be that woman. You can be that woman that nobody likes, that nobody wants to show grace to. You can be that woman. She posted pictures of her back. She posted pictures of the toilet seat. She posted pictures of the police report. She posted pictures of another police report from another woman who said that he hit her in the face with a book. Okay? So Medina sat there and did not flinch when Vado choked Tahiri up. And the reason why is because he is a similar kind of man. He is a man who doesn't find anything wrong with putting his hands on women when he gets upset enough. When I told y'all that every single one of those men sitting there not moving was a problem for me, it is because it resonates in them that they thought that behavior was okay. Everybody acts like, oh, it happened so fast. Willie, let's be honest. You're the only one that probably wouldn't put your hands on a woman, but you are so emotionally and mentally abusive and demeaning with your words that you would take a blind eye to abuse of a woman because you emotionally and mentally abuse your woman. Okay? Corrupt. We've already seen how you get down and what you did to Tony and your previous wife who you left after you found out she had cancer because, you know, you thought she was going to die. So you took all of the money and businesses and transferred it into Tony's name and pop up on marriage boot camp with your girlfriend of 3 years when your wife is over there flourishing and getting her life back after you left her because she had breast cancer. You dog ass somebody. Okay, I'm just saying. Like, that is bottom of the barrel gutter. You ain't shit type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So that corrupt, didn't move, didn't do a thing. What he gonna do? He drunk anyway. Okay, and then Medina, who's supposed to be the stand-up guy, but sat there, didn't even flinch, didn't even look in that direction when that was going on. I wonder why. Because it's something that you would do, something that you have done. He came out and said that, you know, it wasn't true and put out half of some emails, but we saw the ID, we heard the phone conversation in which you did not dispute doing that to Claudia. Claudia put all of the information out there. It's on social media if you want to see it. I mean, she gave y'all the receipts. So at the end of the day, if you choose not to believe her, that's your business. But I implore you to look at his hair. Okay? I implore you to notice what is in front of you. If you're not going to look at the evidence. Okay? Moving along, y'all. So now that I have told y'all the truth about Medina, shout out to Scotty for breaking that. Okay, we can move on to the actual show and how it is lie detector test day. Devon is talking to Phaedra in the kitchen as they're cooking breakfast about how she feels about Medina talking it up to other women because he's outside talking to Tahiri. And it wasn't a big deal. I don't know why Devon is so bothered. It's because he's immature and insecure as well, but so is his girlfriend. Okay, Erica Hazel E, also insecure and immature. Okay, because in this moment where he's asking Phaedra if she's bothered, Phaedra says, no, I ain't worrying about him. You know why you're not worrying about him, Phaedra? You know why? Because you're not really with him. That's why. Okay, so let's add that on to the story. All right. Then when Devon is talking about how he feels like he treats Hazel very well, he, you know, make sure she's taken care of, Hazel walks past the room and curses him out. Now she's upset because he's talking about his bitch with another bitch. And I'm just like, girl, I wish you would stop talking about yourself like that. You a 35-year-old woman. I wish you would progress, grow up a little bit. And it's so funny because he was just asking Phaedra why she's not bothered at Medina talking to other people and then gets in trouble for talking to Phaedra and seems to not understand. I'm like, both of y'all are crazy. Both of y'all are immature. Both of y'all are crazy. They then spend the rest of the day basically arguing with one another about this because Hazel feels like he's being disrespectful by talking to another woman. Why are you talking to another woman about your woman? Why are you all up in her face? You flaw, okay? You all in it for clout. Like, just running her mouth, not listening. Phaedra is trying to tell her that the man didn't say nothing about you. All he said was that he feels like he takes good care of you. That's all he said. That is not something you should be upset about. You are insecure. And everybody in the house see you blowing up over it, over nothing. And everybody is like, Lord, Hazel is so insecure. I've been saying that since day one. But you know, whatever. Willie says that he was proud of Devon for walking away instead of getting all in her face and getting even more irate. I was like, yeah, well, I guess. Vado comes in, okay, he's there with his hoodie on, looking all depressed, dark and dim, dank, all right? And they say that for the lie detector, he cannot ask Tahiri a question, but she can ask him a question. Erica isn't taking the lie detector test because her body is going through hormonal changes since the miscarriage, so she's not going to take the test either. Of course, her immature ass boyfriend Devon is upset that he doesn't get his answers the way she is able to get hers. Medina and Phaedra, they stand up first so we can get their questions. And the question basically is the same for both of them. Do y'all want to have sex with one another? I doubt it. I think he wants to have sex with her because she's a woman with a vagina. And I think that she is faking the funk to be on television because she couldn't sneak her way back on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And she feels as if this may raise her profile and possibly get her back on the show. Okay? Willie and Shonda go next. And Shonda's question is, can Willie be faithful? And Willie's question to Shonda is, can she trust him again? Shall I doubt it? Erica and Devon go next. And the question always is it for clout? And his question for her is does she see him as a boy or a man? I said she see him as a boy. Okay? See him as a boy. Tahiri wants to know if Vado is really sorry about what he did. And they asked Tahiri if accepting abuse is a part of relationships for her. And at this point, I think, yeah. I think that y'all can say what y'all want to say about Tahiri. But the fact that Tahiri is violent shows that someone has been violent to her. It shows her that there's, physical ways of resolving things. Is because someone has been violent in her presence and around her. So I feel like if y'all are going to give Vado a pass, y'all definitely need to be giving Tahiri a pass. But I don't think y'all hear me. So I'm going to just let that go. Erica cries to Shonda and Medina and says that she feels played by Devon. And I'm just kind of like, girl. Shonda says that she feels for her because these young kids are all about the clout. Okay, they are. They're all about the clout. Vado takes his lie detector test and leaves. Okay, he can't be a part of anything else. Not even the night out with the homeboys, which I thought was kind of like, that was stupid. Y'all could have let him go out with them. He didn't have to come back to the house with them, but he could have went out and had drinks with them. I don't think he was there, right? No, I don't think he was there. Anyway, Phaedra bullshits about how she can't give Medina that cat because, it's too good, because she got that WAP and all of this and this and that. And I'm just like, girl, cut it out. Okay, you have a vagina like everybody else. Divine and Erica talk trying to make up. But she's like, maybe you want to be like Corrupt and Vado and leave without your bitch. And he says that, he's dealt with bullshit from her. And she's like, I've been a complete blessing to you. What are you talking about? And he says, you don't think you was wilding today? You don't think you was doing too much? And she was like, no, I don't think I was doing too much. I think you was being disrespectful. And he says, no matter what happens, no matter what the test says, you're still going to say that I'm with you for clout. No matter what I do, you're going to keep throwing that shit in my face. And this was the moment when Hazel showed how insecure she is in this relationship and how it's just not all divine, okay? So Judge and Dr. Ish come out to tell everybody that deception was indicated with 3 people. And then everyone goes out. The girls go out with the girls. The guys go out with the guys. In the limo, I heard Erica say that she thinks Phaedra is one of the people who has lied. I'm like, yeah, her and Medina and probably Willie. Okay, like that's probably the people who lied. Okay, Willie at the club is flirting with some pretty girls. Medina and Devin notice and try to kind of cock block. Then he lies to the girls because he was, I guess the girls asked if they were all married. And he was like, no, not all of us. And it's like, but you are. So why didn't you specify that? Devon comes over and says, look, y'all are beautiful and all of that, but y'all got to go. We all have girls. We all have women. Y'all got to go. Please get the hell on. He kind of ushers them away. Now, he been drinking. He's sloppy drunk at this point, but he was still able to tell those women to get up out of their section because they had women. One of the girls was even mad at the way she, was pushing them off, and she was like, F you or whatever. After that, okay, he was like, they need to get away from us. Go ahead somewhere. They get into the limo, head back to the house. Devon is so drunk, he throws up all over himself. Willie has to help him get out of the bus. Once he gets home, he seems to have sobered up a little bit, but the EMTs have to come in to check on him because he's passed out, okay? Probably dehydrated, didn't eat anything, talking about he can handle his liquor. If you are this drunk, throwing up on yourself and can't even get off of a bus, you're not handling your liquor, Devon. You're not. This is not what handling your liquor looks like, sir. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. So then, as he's passed out, trying to, get a hold of himself, the women come home, and Hazel walks into the room, looks at him, sees something red on his pants, and assumes that some girl on her period was dancing all on him, and that's why he has something red on his pants, because it's period blood. Even though the EMTs and the producers told her he threw up twice. So maybe it's not blood. Maybe it's food. Maybe it's alcohol. Shit, it could be blood from his insides. But wasn't no girl grinding on Devon. And the fact that he's passed out on the floor, and this is what you are focusing on, with some girl on you? Is that what's happened? So some girl was on her period grinding on you. The fact that that's the first place your mind go to means that something is really wrong with you, Hazel. Something is really wrong with you. You need to go to therapy at least once a week, bitch. Something is wrong, Hazel. This is where your mind goes to first? Here? Girl, you're disgusting. Do something with yourself. Get some self-confidence. Get some self-awareness. Fuck something. But to assume that in this situation is just sad, okay? It's really, really sad. Girl, it's vomit and you need to get yourself together. But anyway, y'all, that's it. That's all that had went down on Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition. That's the story on Medina. Yeah, y'all. It's crazy that he turned out to be such a liar. Like, that's insane. I just wouldn't have guessed that, but I wouldn't have cared enough to guess anyway. You know what I mean? But I'm just looking at the situation like, wow, son, you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot. You're doing too much as far as I'm concerned. I mean, the Claudia situation is just terrible. Y'all should have seen her back and how that toilet was broke. Like, there's no way you can look at that evidence and think that she was lying. She even had a picture of the ID that she found with his real age on it, you know, when she questioned him about his age. Like, why are you lying about your age? What's wrong with you? And your response is to body slam a woman onto a toilet? It's too much. But anyway, y'all, that was Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition and a little extra tea. I hope y'all enjoyed. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Love you. See you in the next one.